You're scrolling. Maybe it's Instagram, maybe TikTok. Maybe it's a weight loss app with before and after photos. And somewhere between the third and fifth post, something happens. You don't even fully register it, not consciously, but your brain does. It files it, it catalogs it, and it compares. And by the time you put your phone down, you feel it. That low, quiet hum of not enough. That feeling, somebody is getting paid because you feel that way. And today, on the first day of summer, on part 2 of the She Showed Up series, I am going to show you exactly who, exactly how much, and exactly what it's costing you to keep playing along. Welcome back to She's Not Done Yet, the podcast for women over 40, over pretending, and you know that the rest of your life will be the very best of your life. And I'm your host, Theresa. Let's get into it. Today, y'all, we are going all the way in. Happy first day of summer. If you're here, you made it. And I do not say that casually. Some of you came into this year with a goal. You put in the work, you showed up. And today, on the official first day of summer, you are still standing, still pushing, still becoming. And that's not nothing. That's everything. If you missed part 1 of this series, I want you to go back and listen or watch that. Watch episode 27 first. We talked about the waiting room syndrome, and we talked about why the body was never meant to be the reward. We also covered what it means to finally give yourself permission to show up right now, exactly as you are. But today, we go deeper. Today, we follow the money. And I want you to understand not just that the culture has lied to you about your body. I want you to understand who is getting richer every time you believe it. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's where freedom lives. So let's get into it. So I've been doing my research. So today I have numbers. I have actual stats, factual information that really floored me when I discovered it. But I want to talk about some numbers because I need you to understand the scale of what we are dealing with. The global weight loss industry is worth $387 billion in 2026. That is not a wellness industry. That is an economy built on your body. $387 billion this year alone. It is projected to hit $556 billion in the next 4 years. Not because it's solving the problem, but because it's not. The industry grows when you keep coming back. And you keep coming back when it never fully works. The average American woman spends about $225,360 on beauty and fitness in her lifetime. That's $250,000. That's a house for somebody. That's a college education. It's a legacy. $225,000 over the course of a lifetime, chasing a standard that keeps moving every single time you get close to it. And here's the part that will make you put the phone down. Researchers at Bradley University have confirmed that the leading beauty industries, fashion, cosmetics, weight loss, and cosmetic surgery realize greater profits the more dissatisfied you are with your appearance. They don't profit from your confidence. They profit from your doubt. Another staggering statistic, 80% of women say images in TV, movies, advertising make them feel insecure about their looks. Not some women, not most women, 80%. And it's not accidental. The average woman is exposed to approximately 1,850 beauty-related ads every year. That's roughly about 14 every day. 14 daily messages, subtle and some not so subtle, that say, hey, you could be better. You could be smaller. You could look younger. You could be more. And social media has made it worse. There's a 2021 Dove Self-Esteem Project survey that found that 80% of girls as young as 13 years old felt worse about themselves after about just 10 minutes on Instagram. 10 minutes. Your daughters, your granddaughters, they're being trained from the age of 13 to be lifetime customers of their own insecurity. And this is not a coincidence. This is a business model. Upwards of 70% of midlife women experience body dissatisfaction. The majority of women in your season of life, in my season of life, are at war with their own reflection. 70%. 70%, y'all. Research published in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health found just 1 year later that body dissatisfaction in midlife women is associated with greater negative emotions, less enjoyment of physical activity, and poorer physical and psychological and social quality of life. This is not an emotional inconvenience. Body dissatisfaction in midlife literally degrades the quality of your life, your joy, your relationships, your health, your willingness to move your body, all of it eroded by a feeling that the industry deliberately cultivates. More stats. In 2024, nearly 38 million cosmetic procedures were performed globally. And the language has been redesigned so you don't even recognize it as insecurity anymore. Facelifts are now called refreshing. Fillers are called tweakments. Surgery is rebranded as self-care. The procedures have not changed, just the language. Because when insecurity gets a luxury rebrand, it becomes much easier to sell. And here's the most insidious part. Researchers call this compensatory consumption. When a woman feels her self-esteem is threatened, she experiences a compulsion to purchase something that can restore what she's feeling like she's lacking. They don't just sell you a product. They first sell you the wound that makes you need it. So, Theresa, what do we do with all this information? I'm glad you asked. I want to be clear about something. I am not telling you to stop investing in yourself. I'm not telling you that beauty products are evil or, that wanting to feel good in your body is a bad thing or it's wrong. What I am telling you is this. There is a profound difference between investing in yourself from a place of love and maintaining yourself from a place of lack. The industry wants you to purchase from that second place, but your freedom lives in the first one. I think about Oprah Winfrey when I sit with this. Oprah has publicly, Auntie Oprah has publicly documented her relationship with her weight loss for decades. She has been on the cover of magazines at different sizes and looks fabulous in all of them. So stop there. But she has talked about the struggle with radical honesty. She has been in this conversation longer than almost anyone. And her most powerful, most culturally authoritative season, her biggest impact, her most expansive legacy did not come when she hit a certain number or was a certain size. It came when she stopped letting the number define her authority. It came when she decided that her worth was not a variable. The most powerful version of you is not waiting at the goal weight. She is available right now. Midlife is what I call the opt-out season. You have earned something that younger women have not accumulated. The self-awareness, the lived experience, and frankly, the exhaustion that comes from having played this game that society is in long enough. We recognize it for what it is. And you're no longer required to be a lifetime customer of your own insecurity. That subscription can be canceled today, on the first day of summer, right now. That's one thing we are going to change moving forward. Now I need to address the question that I know is forming in your mind right now. If I become satisfied with where I am, won't I stop growing? Won't I stop pursuing? Won't I stop becoming better and become complacent? This is the most powerful lie the industry tells, that your dissatisfaction is your motivation, that the pain of not enough is what keeps you moving forward. That is not motivation. That's a wound pretending to be a work ethic. Satisfaction and complacency are not synonyms. They are not equal partners. Satisfaction is the foundation from which you pursue growth with joy rather than desperation to change or be different. Complacency is stagnation. Satisfaction, that's peace. Peace that can run, pivot, dream, build, be successful, walk in your purpose. I think about Michelle Obama right here. For 8 years, she lived under more scrutiny than almost any woman in modern public life. Her body, her arms, her clothes, her hair, all of it, they picked her apart. All of it was commented on, all of it photographed from every angle on every single day. And they're still talking about her today. If anyone had a reason to come out of that season and build something that promised to make women look smaller, cuter, tighter, more a contained version of themselves, it would have been her. But she didn't do that. In 2023, she co-founded Plezzy Nutrition, not a weight loss brand, not a shapewear line, a nutrition company built to help families and children eat better with lower sugar and real nutritional value. She looked at a genuine need, something missing for families trying to do right by their kids. And she built toward that need instead of building towards anyone's insecurity. That is a difference that I want you to hear. She had every platform, every audience, and every incentive to cash in on the exact product that we have been talking about all episode. And she chose to build something rooted in nourishment instead. That is the model. Not chasing a fix for a flaw, but meeting a real need from a place of wholeness. And I want to acknowledge something in this particular episode. We're just off the heels of Juneteenth. And that's a day that marks freedom that was already true, finally being recognized and received. There is something in that for all of us. Sometimes the thing that we are waiting for to get permission to do was already ours to do. We have just not fully stepped into it yet. That is the energy I want you to take into this summer. Not the energy of fixing yourself, not the frantic energy of pursuit driven by shame, but the energy of building, contributing, and showing up from a place that is already whole. The confident, grounded energy of a woman who knows her worth is not a variable and who moves from that understanding. It's freedom you already have, finally received. Satisfaction is not settling. It's sovereign. And a sovereign woman is unstoppable. At TFT Realty, we don't just sell homes, we guide transitions. Whether you're selling your current property to step into your next chapter, or you're a first-time home buyer ready to stop leasing and start owning, we bring strategy, clarity, and experience to every deal. My team is prepared to walk with you from consultation to closing, helping you make informed decisions that align with your lifestyle and financial goals. If you're ready to make a move in Atlanta's real estate market, now is the time to do it. And we're ready when you are. Visit tftenterprises.net to schedule your consultation, send us an inquiry, or DM me today. TFT Realty, we are your key to Atlanta's real estate. Now I want to bring this home spiritually, because this is where it gets settled for me every time. Chronic dissatisfaction with how God made you and is making you is at its core a trust problem. It says that what he is doing is not enough yet. What he has built is not quite right. Let me help him. Let me help God fix me. Let me chase it. Let me buy my way to the version of me that he should have made. That's nervy, right? And I want to say this plainly because it deserves to be named for what it actually is. When we treat our reflection as a problem God has not finished solving, we are not practicing discipline. We are practicing distrust. We are putting more faith in the next purchase than in the one who has already called us a finished, completed, marvelous work. And that distinction matters. Discipline says, I am stewarding what I've been given. But distrust says what I've been given is not enough, and I need to go find something better. One of those postures honors God. The other quietly questions him. Now let me give you your word. Philippians chapter 4, verse 11, it simply says, I have learned in whatever state I am to be content. I want you to catch two things in that scripture. First, Paul didn't say it came naturally. He said he learned it. Contentment is not a personality type. It's a practice. It is a discipline. It's something that you can develop starting today. And second, he said, whatever state, not the ideal state, not the goal weight state, not the state after a program, after the summer, after the number on a scale. He said, whatever state I'm in, whatever state, the state that you are in right now, on this first day of summer 2026, after everything you've done, all that you've been through for the first 6 months of this year, everything you survived and everything you're still becoming, this state, be content. You're not a before photo waiting for the after. You are the whole story right now. Embrace that. Now, here are 3 things that I'm doing that I want you to do differently starting today. 1, audit your feed. Look at who you follow. Ask yourself honestly, does this account make me feel inspired, or does it make me feel like I am behind, like I'm lacking? Does the content pull me forward, or does it quietly tell me I'm not enough? Unfollow without guilt. Don't even take that into the second half of this year. Your eyes are gates. Be intentional about what you allow through them. Don't be influenced negatively. Number 2, I want you to change the question. Stop asking your body, why don't you look better? Start asking it, what can you do? What are you capable of carrying? What did you survive? What did you show up for? The body that carried you through the first part of this year deserves a different kind of conversation than the one that the industry has trained you to listen to or trained you to deal with. Celebrate your body. Work on making it stronger so it can help you carry your purpose. And the third thing, purchase from love, not from lack. The next time you're about to spend money in the wellness, beauty, or fitness space, pause. Ask yourself, am I buying this because I genuinely want to invest in my health and in my joy? Or am I buying this because something just made me feel like I'm unworthy, like I'm not enough. That pause alone will change your relationship with both your money and your mirror. You don't have to be a customer of your own insecurity, not one more day. Now, one quick pause before we close. We've been talking about purchasing from love instead of lack. So let me tell you about something that I built from love. If you're in the season of transitioning off of GLP-1 or any structured dieting program and you're nervous about what comes next, I made the exit strategy guide just for you. It's a 42-page digital resource guide with real food reintroduction framework, a week 1 survival guide, mindset tools for when cravings come back, and they will, and my personal protein shake recipes that have kept me grounded through my own transition. It's only $27. That is less than what you might spend on a supplement that you saw on an Instagram ad late at night because you were up feeling insecure. This is different. This is practical. This is built on purpose for this exact season of your journey. Head over to sndypodcast.com to get the exit strategy guide. The link is in the show notes. Whew, I just had a whole hot flash. I don't know if you saw my glasses steaming up, but let's end with a journal jot. I need to take this journal and fan with it. Woo. Now, before we go, again, I want to write in our journals. And I don't know if you don't have your journal yet, but you can go to sndypodcast.com and get your journal. There are 4 amazing, beautiful colors. The one I have this week is this red one. I really like these. So it's a She's Not Done Yet journal. But again, just write this down wherever you keep things, wherever you write things down. But I want you to write down this question. Who benefits when I hate my body? Who benefits when I love it? And what would change in my spending, my decisions, and my relationships if I decided that I'm enough starting today? Let that question sit with you and don't rush your answer. Let's do this work together because you are enough. I want you to be healthy. I want you to be strong. I want you to be fit to carry your purpose. But I want you to know that you are enough. Now let's end with some affirmations. And I want you to say these out loud. Your ears need to hear your own voice speak truth today. Number 1, my worth is not a variable. It does not go up or down with my weight. I like that one. Number 2, I refuse to be a repeat customer for a system built on my insecurity. Shut that down. And number 3, satisfaction is not settling. It's dominion, and I walk in mine. All right. Oh, we're going to be powerful this summer, okay? Now, it's the first day of summer. And I need you to walk out of this episode differently than you walked in. You are not a market segment. You are not a before photo. You're not a problem to solve by some product that somebody creates, but you are a woman in her power, in her purpose, and on the best day of the best season of her life. And nobody gets to profit from you believing otherwise. Not anymore. Now, before you go, I need a few things from you. First, the exit strategy guide. If you're navigating your post-program transition and you need a practical, faith-grounded roadmap, go to sndypodcast.com. It's 42 pages, $27, instant download. It's less than the lash refill you rebooked without even thinking twice. Less than the serum you bought because the packaging looked expensive. Less than the workout app that's probably sitting on your phone right now, unused. And it will do more for your transition than any of those things. The link is in the show notes. Secondly, I want you to share this episode. Send it to a woman who needs to hear this today. The woman who's been spending her money, her time on programs and products, chasing a feeling she's never actually going to quite reach. The woman who's showing up for summer, still waiting to feel good enough. Be the reason she hears this today. You know who she is. Third, leave a review. 5 stars and a few honest words. It takes less than 2 minutes to do that. And this is how other women find out about this community. If this podcast has ever made you feel like, oh, that's an aha moment, then I want you to share that. Do it today. And lastly, subscribe, y'all. Part 3 of She Showed Up series is coming up. And if you're subscribed, it'll come up in your timeline and in your feed. And it's going to be the activation episode, the one where everything we've talked about in these last 2 episodes becomes a declaration. You do not want to miss it. It's the first day of summer. You showed up, and that means everything. The rest of your life is going to be the best of your life. Now go live it. I love y'all. Have a happy summer. I will see you in part 3. Bye for now.